Hey guys, welcome to Clockwork Noodles. Welcome back to the channel. Hello for the last time when we're going to be discussing Kaiju number 8, the final episode. In this video, we're just going to go through the review of the entire episode, give you my last thoughts, and at the end, I'll give you my out of 10 score so I can tell you what I overall thought of the show. Tomorrow as well, you're going to have my end of season hopefully going out. I get to take the whole day out and just focus on that video. Can't wait. It does mean I now need to commit to my top 3 anime and of course make some really fun awards. I can't wait. They're always fun to do. I have so much fun putting them together and I really hope you guys are going to like what I come up with because it does seem to be the fun part of the episode and everyone seems to enjoy the awards that I hand out. But big thank you to you guys. Also update, I have officially done my last shift at work, so I have the month left now before we move. It's going to be big. I've got some work going on, freelance stuff, but it's nothing too heavy, so it is a bit of a weird shock that I don't have anything to wake up for. But I've got work to do, but I don't have a shift or anything. It's just now freelance and I'm hopefully gonna refresh before I fly out. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's just get straight to it because this is a very big episode. The name of the episode is Kafka. I love it. It's its own episode. It ended on a high. I think this episode for me was just special. They do come along, they happen every so often, but I think this one in particular had so much work. I'm so happy about it because it really is just a marvelous piece of cinema to watch. Mina not having a seat or not being allowed to sit down was a bit harsh. So that showed you the unwelcoming environment that they're actually working within and the fact that it's not a, sit down and relax, kind of thing. It's just, you could stand on your feet, you're not sitting down. The soundtrack is just insane. But this week, the episode just went to new levels and Kevin Penkin just did some absolutely amazing work. Really do love the fact as well that he knows when to pull away. He knows when to bring the ups and bring the downs. And during the fight, there are some really nice uses of leveling when it comes to audio where the build will just build and then he will stop and all the music just retracts and it's gone just to let the emotion start to shine through, which I think is just a key point when it comes to music, is not letting it overpower something. In regards to that kind of thing, if you want to see a show which doesn't do the balance quite well, there's an anime, I think it's called Recreators. I watched it a while ago. Hiroyuki Sawano does the score, and I love him. You guys know I love him, but the balance between leveling is just not right. And if you've seen it, you know it's a loud anime. Very loud anime, but it just drowns out the emotions at times. So go check the anime out. It's really good, but you might want to turn the volume down a little bit. In the sense of this one, it's really, really good because he knows when to pull the music right back. Kafka getting more and more unrecognizable. You can see the stakes starting to really go up. It's insane seeing what he's actually capable of. You can see the core literally just vanishes and he just reappears and then he's able to move himself around, destroy himself, bring himself back together again. He can recreate and it's insane. It's really scary powers that you really want him to stay in control of. It will be interesting to see how he copes next season because there is now a season 2 confirmed. That it's going to be interesting to see how he copes with being able to not go off the chain and keep the kaiju within him under check, but also use some of those powers as well. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets a grip on the quirk that he now has. Daddy Shinomiya, I like you, but I'm still scared of you. But I think he is a very cool character, very important character to why Kafka is alive. Love him or hate him. Yeah, he went far. He went very far, but he had to go far. And you do see that. And maybe it's the fact that he did actually listen. And he might appear cold, but maybe deep down he still has got a heart and he wants that hope to get revenge on what took his wife away from him. And I do think he is a character who, he has got a heart in there. I actually think, unlike Endeavour, who takes ages to kind of crack and show emotion, this guy I think has it. I just think he's just very good at his job and he's very serious at trying to do what he needs to do to save everybody. And I don't think he's actually on the same level in the slightest. I actually prefer Shinomiya's dad to Endeavour. I keep comparing the two, but it's just a character who he really reminds me of. It's that style, that type, that kind of generic kind of bad dad who's all focused on his job and not so good parental figure. But I think in this case he's a bit more forgivable. Kevin Penkin score again during this bit where these two are really going at it and you've got 2 kaijus in the room. The reduction of sound is absolutely gorgeous. He removes the sound as he's about to strike. When the attack hits, that's when the music comes back because it enhances the ability to feeling that attack. The reason why sometimes we pull music back is because you suddenly get so used to hearing noise, it suddenly goes quiet and you always have to adjust and you're like, oh, I've got to adjust to this. And then suddenly it comes back and it's powerful and it has more impact if the noise levels go back right up again. And it's normally as something very powerful is happening. So really insane piece. I really love that piece of music as well. Now the bit where Kafka falls into depression, into his despair, into the moment where it looks like he's drowning. And I love that analogy. It's so striking. You will notice as well the music goes completely minimal. There's barely any notes there because it's meant to be impactful. Kevin doesn't want you to be overpowered listening to his skills. We know he's good. You need to listen to what's going on the screen. You need to see Kafka reaching up, trying not to give up on his humanity. When you see the gold come down in color theory, gold is a sign of prosperity, it's a sign of hope. And seeing Mina there is a sign of hope. He hasn't lost out. And you see him really reaching, that becoming that motivation. Mina is his motivation. It doesn't matter if Shinomi is shouting at him. It doesn't really help. It's that moment where Mina reaches for him and says, I want you to stand by my side still. I've been waiting for it. Where that is literally his deepest motivation. And he literally rips himself to try and attack that kaiju, which I think is really, really important. An update that I saw recently was about Narumi. I think he's also a platoon leader. He has his own little group. It is Uchiyama. And Uchiyama is famous on this channel because he's been in absolutely everything. He's normally a bad boy. He's been in a lot of bad characters, but I love him. And he's been a lot of cool characters recently. So it's a very nice surprise to see him here. Lately, he's been our boy at Yamada level 999, loving Lamida. Man of versatility. He's very good at playing those bad roles, but also very good at playing those beautiful, loving roles. So I can't wait to see what he does with the character of Narumi. Narumi almost seems to be itching, trying to prove like, I'm ready to take on these kaiju. He's also got a weapon as well. So I guess he's the other big guy who's very, very powerful. The Mina sequence is absolutely gorgeous, and the fact that he was holding her hand, I thought that was absolutely gorgeous. When she says he never gave up, that's the moment when you see Daddy Shinomiya's eyebrow twitch a little bit because it reaches a chord with him, and I think it's the idea of never giving up really kind of made him realise that this guy has been trying all this time and he's been going on all his missions, but he's literally just like him. He's trying not to give up. He doesn't want to give up hope on humanity, and I think that's initially what kind of sways him at the end, but it is essentially him who has that ultimate say in what actually happens. As a human, he kind of sucked, but he didn't stop trying. It didn't stop him from doing his best and trying to help his teammate. He had the heart of a human, which obviously, to a load of military types, you don't want to hear about your kokoro. We don't want to hear that. I do love the fact that at the end, it is ultimately Dad who gets to say. Kafka waking up, absolutely mad respects, and the bit where he was holding her hand, I love it. Trying to hold her hand, be strong, but also crying. I think that scene got me a little bit because I was like, oh my god, he's crying because he feels like he can't do anything and he's ashamed of himself. She sees him crying and she knows how strong he's trying to be and he's trying to help her. It's really sad because it killed her parents, and you can just see him just trying to be the man who needs to step up at that moment in time. Huge respect to Kafka. The military have decided he's still a kaiju and I don't see him as a human, but of course a non-dead kaiju that you can kind of control and have on your side is better than having no kaiju to fight. The rising number of kaiju is now up against you, so it made sense that you couldn't kill him off if you can try and put him to use, which is sad, but I do love the fact that Shinomiya's dad actually calls him by his full name. He's raised that respect. He's actually decided that you are worthy of my respect because he saw him fight, and the last words were, I'm not Kaiju number 8, I am Hibana Kafka, which is a bookend for that fight. The line he opened with in that fight, and then it's the line that he closed with in that fight. It's a very nice come full circle moment. That fight sequence was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad it took a few episodes to see because normally fights end very, very quickly, but that was a lot of time to just enjoy full power Kafka. It's what you've been waiting to see. You want to see what that thing is capable of, and especially when it's going up against another superhuman being in a sense. Absolutely amazing. And of course, Daddy Shinomiya has the moves, and that guy still has it. The fact that he's apparently retired. Maybe he should come back for the field. I think they're going to need him at some point. Now, I do love the lore we get as they are discussing around the table what to do. Kaiju number 6 actually killed a lot of officers. He was very powerful, wiped a lot of people out, and it's the reason why Daddy Shinomiya does not have a wife anymore. We were also told that it's officers. So I perhaps implied that Daddy's wife was a officer, and Shinomiya is actually the daughter of 2 powerful officers, perhaps. The power level for her, she's insane anyway, so it explains why she is so damn powerful. Shinomiya realizes that she's happy, but she also is worried because she knows that I need to get stronger because if Kafka does lose it, I am not strong enough to stop him. And she has seen what that man is capable of. She needs to get stronger. And I love the fact that everybody this week decides that I need to get stronger, pay him back, not give him a reason to go off the wall to have to protect me and maybe lose himself. You need to get stronger so he doesn't have to, I guess, lose himself in a sense. Absolutely love the moment where the pink hair bro is literally Kaiju No.8's biggest fan, obviously, and he's literally the first person to even say, yes, I'm so glad he did it. Old dude did it. I loved it. Ichigawa getting a little bit jealous, but, you know, if you snooze, you lose. You've got to be there first to actually celebrate it. But it was such a nice little moment. Everybody is so happy. Honestly, it's just such a nice little moment to see everyone's relief that it's finally happened. We're so happy that he didn't. And it's that idea of the camaraderie that they've really built up, the bonds that they have built. It's at the end, the ultimate bad boy, definitely our big boss that we need to do something about, showing you how smart he is by the use of chess. It's always the game people use to show the use of chess to show the genius level. It happened for Moriarty, he was really good at it. Sherlock Holmes plays it as well. All of those smart people playing chess. I tried. I wasn't great at seeing ahead, so I'm not a smart person. I don't actually see the interest in the game either, but smart people playing chess, and of course it means that he's studying the human mind and he's trying to overcome them again and again. He's literally the PC that keeps on winning and winning, and he's going to be the big bad boy for season 2 because season 2 has been announced. I'm excited by that. Overall thoughts and overall score. Now, Kaiju No.8 started really strong for me. I got a little bit worried in the middle, and then it picked up and ended on such a magnificent episode. Overall, I think I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10, which is really high for me anyway, because apparently my average is 7.2 because I am mean. Really, really mean at giving out scores apparently, but 8.5 for this show because that last episode really did a lot of heavy lifting for me. I thought the last few episodes have just been straight fire. There's been some moments where I was like, the pacing's a little bit off for me. But I really enjoyed the way it ended. I thought it was amazing. I thought it's ended on a bang. Honestly, I could see season 2 being the better season. And that is amazing. Anyway, if I've given this one an 8.5, what is season 2 going to get? I've had a lot of fun with this one. It's really established itself. It's really warmed with me as well. Because initially, if you went back to my midway review where I crowned my top 3 halfway through the season, Kaiju No.8 isn't on that list. I'm pretty sure it doesn't appear. But will tomorrow be different? Will I have changed my mind? What is going to happen in tomorrow's video? I'm very excited. But thank you guys so much. I will also give the update that now that I am not tied down to a pattern or shift pattern, I should be able to start doing a bit more releases with you guys. I'm going to bring out some different stuff with Iona. I'm going to play a bit. I'm going to be able to talk to you guys. The new laptop, I need to get the loan approved, but then I will get the new laptop. Streaming stuff, go and talk to stuff, and I guess the new chapter of Clockwork and Noodles has already begun, and I can't wait to bring that to you. But of course, the new summer season starts very shortly. I think it's a week. I think now we've got a week to chill out, kick back, relax, see what my awards are, and I'll see you guys very shortly. And then join me as I move to Japan, and I'm going to give you updates, fun videos on Saga, my experiences, things that I find, things that I want to talk about, eat and cook. I can't wait. Make sure you check out the blog that I have as well. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.